Thank you for joining me. You are with Dr. Pamela Y. Smith. Everyone calls me the Love Doctor, and I love it. And I'm going on into this talk that I'm doing about the book that I wrote with the relationship I had with Michael Jordan. And I want to pivot back and forth. So stay with me. So thank you for following me and watching me and getting understanding about the book, as well as just helping you with your relationship. So here's what I want to do. I want to quickly talk about the reason you're not ready. And I was talking about it in a way that had to do with distant relationships. But this time what I want to do is kind of break it down, how I help people with understanding not being ready. And then the next one I'll do about why I break it down about getting ready. So but let me quickly explain how I break it into a way that you can better understand the reason sometimes types of relationship are not ready for seriousness. And we just date. And so you have to decide, am I just a dater? Am I just going to just go out with someone and just experience it, knowing myself and understanding another person and learning how to love and learning the things I like and the things that I don't like? Have a lot to do with your understanding why you may not be ready. And with that, how about you just enjoy getting to know? And that's why I wrote in the book about the friendship, how that 6 months showed me how I wasn't ready. And then I'll explain that in just a second. And then how I got ready. And so that's why I'm gonna talk about now how I wasn't ready and then how I got ready. Now, how I wasn't ready was Michael informed me that he was dating someone else, okay? And that was the reason 6 months of us not seeing each other. Because to me, he still had open-ended issues, okay? And he needed to resolve his situation. Because at that time, I'm a single individual who wasn't involved with anyone. So why would I put myself in a situation that involved issues? I mean, why would you want to go into that? And I'm saying that to say, because a lot of time women, and I'm not trying to talk about my women and I'm not trying to talk about my men, but the reality is sometimes you date people who are married and you knowingly know those are not reasons to go into a relationship. But at the same time, it doesn't mean you're not ready. That just means you're making a decision to be involved with somebody for whatever your lack. And that's a whole nother, and let me cool out, let's stop for a second, doctor. I'm gonna have another talk about that. Us being in relationships that we know are what? Toxic. Now, I could give you a list. We know it's a list of toxic relationships. Do you understand me? And this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the not being ready and the getting ready. And here's why it matters that you need to understand that. So many times, a lot of relationship experts just want to tell you what he like and what he want and what he looking for and what you ought to do. You got to first deal with self. No one talks about self understanding, okay? And so this is what I'm working on. And I want you to understand I'm a person that's going to teach you the reality of being ready for love, ready for relationships. It matters, okay? So here's what I want to do. I'm going to go on and tell you why you may not be ready. And I'm going to give you some reasons for that. And look out for my guide. You'll be able to download it free, and I'll have it broken down in there for you. And you can, have it and save it, look back at it, help yourself within the issues that you have, okay? So continue to make sure you Look in the link in the description below for anything that I have to offer that's going to help you with your relationship, okay? And also make sure you let other people know Love Doctor is here. All right, so let's go into this. There's, to me, 3 main reasons most people are not ready. And the reasons, I'm going to break them up. And I'm going to give you the 3, and then I'm going to tell you what those 3 things matter. It's either the wrong timing, wrong situation, or wrong decision. Okay? What do you mean, Love Doctor? Now let's go into the wrong timing. When I met Michael, it was the wrong time. It was the wrong time because he was what? Already in another relationship, right? So that was not the time for me to go into that relationship with him because he wasn't ready. And so it wasn't going to do nothing but be a waste of time because it was going to be issues. Now, does that mean that I wasn't ready? Not necessarily. It's just that I wasn't ready for that type of love. Okay? And so that's the wrong time to go into a relationship when you knowingly know somebody is involved with someone else. And I know, ladies, you think you have to, and I'm going to stop just saying ladies. This involves men too, that you think you have to settle. And I keep talking about this now because this is what love is about. Relationships is about. Most of the time we're settling for love. And you don't have to compete with someone and settle for that person just because you think that no one is there out there for you or there's a lack. And y'all heard me talk about it if you're following me and you're watching me. So don't settle for someone. If it's the wrong time to be in a relationship with someone, if it's the wrong time, don't do it. The wrong time is when you've just gotten divorced. It's the wrong time to go into a relationship. Maybe just have a companion to talk to, maybe see every now and then. And that's when we're talking about dating. But to go into serious relationship, and I think sometimes you may want to wait just going into a relationship, period, because you are not mentally available. You're just not, because you're still thinking about what you just ended. Was it your decision or their decision? It's still something that's on your mind. And sometimes we need time to ourselves, okay? Time to think about the decision we made, be it was ours or theirs. And sometimes it just gives self time to what? I say woosah. So, that's not a good time. I think just being mentally not available, and that could be a form of depression too. Because you are dealing with self issues that you knowingly know are not good for you, okay? To have conversation with someone when your mind is disturbed, okay? And that could be all various types of things. It could be from grief, losing a loved one, finances, something that caused you to for it not to be the right time, okay? So I'm giving you a few, and I can give you more, but I'm explaining you the wrong time that you need to express yourself into love. Now, when I talk about the situation is now you understand this is my process of the wrong situation. To go into a relationship because you're doing it maybe for reasons or settling. And so this is how you end up settling, because you're going into relationships for the wrong reason in the wrong situation. So a lot of time it's a loss of job, and you want to involve yourself with someone so that you can have someone to help you through your no longer having a job. It could be the lack of money. And that comes from a loss of job. So you get with someone so that you can get security from them. And so you have your hands out for them to help you through, and because you don't have anything to fall on. It could be you have a small child that you're raising and started caring for, and you need to have more understanding and involvement with that child versus being with someone else. So that's not a time to it's just not a good situation to bring someone in when you're trying to deal with your own children. And it could be you're still living at home with your parents. And those are situations. And there's more. I could go on and on. I'm just giving you a few of situations I call situations that keep you not ready. It's nothing. It's okay to date during that time, but don't look for someone to save you during that time. You see what I mean? And that's how we end up going into those type of relationships based on what that person has to offer. Okay. Now the other one I talked about, the wrong decision, and you're deciding to go into a relationship when you know that you're not ready. The wrong decision, it could be you're younger and that person is older. That's a wrong decision to get with someone because you think that person who is much more mature than you is going to show you something that you don't know. And they possibly could. Or they're going to help you with something you don't know. And they possibly could. But is that a reason to start being with that person on a serious side? Because your interest is not real love. It's based on lust. You understand it? How they look. So that's the wrong decision, is to desire somebody only on the basis of look. And if you go and look at a lot of these celebrities, when they were younger, they dealt and married women that were younger than them. And it didn't work out because they were looking at the outer side of the individual based on the perception of what they want someone to see. And so they therefore chose someone that they think was a queen, had the beauty, had the attraction to bring them attention. And that's what they just went forward with, which that's the wrong decision to date and go into a serious relationship with someone. Now, again, we're talking about dating now. We're still talking about the dating side of it, because this is still part of it. I'm saying at the same time, this is about not, you're getting serious. You're not ready, probably not to date, nor be serious. So it's both sides. So you have to, watch that. And I'm going to give you a couple of more on the wrong decision. It could be you're lonely. So you're looking for someone to fulfill your loneliness. And that's the wrong decision to make, to be with someone. It's because you're lonely. Or everybody's getting married. And so I'm just going to go on and start and get in this relationship, get involved with this person. Hopefully they fulfill my feelings, and I'm going to go on and just make this happen. You see? So those are, I can give you more, and we're going to talk about more, but those are a few reasons that causes you to get into relationships when you're not ready. And that's what I mean. It's the wrong time to get in a relationship. It's the wrong situation and possibly the wrong decision. And the reality is being ready. Being ready is to mature. And when you're not ready, you're maturing. You're learning what makes you happy, and you want to get those experiences from the relationships that you have. So just enjoy the dating so that you can learn the experiences and mature through it. Don't look to go serious and all in when you don't understand about being ready. And I'll talk about that on my next one, because it matters to be ready, and it matters to meet the right mate. It matters to be happy and benefit from enjoying the right mate. So I just wanted to quickly just talk to you about why I said why you may not be ready, but I really didn't go into detail. And I hope you understand when I wasn't ready, that 6 month span helped me understand why I wasn't ready. And that's how I learned that, hey, I'm not ready for this. You know, I'm not ready to be with someone that have someone else. Not saying that the people that I dated in the past wasn't seeing it with someone else, but I didn't know it. It's a difference when you know and don't know. You got me? Now, the next one I'm going to talk about when I come back is going to be about, so now that you're ready, what does it take to be ready, right? Because I talked about that in the last taping about being ready, because at the time when I dated Michael for 6 months, by the time he asked me out and let's go out, he was no longer in that relationship and he was ready for me. Okay, so I will explain that on the next video, and we'll talk about how to be ready and how to know if you're ready, how to recognize being ready. Okay, so thank you for joining the Dr. Pamela Smith here on Love Dr. Pamela Smith. I thank you for joining me. Greatly appreciate it. I look forward to continue helping you find love, get love, keep love, enhance love.